Hi, my beautiful writers. So, you want to write a book. How do you make sure that you follow a disciplined, ordered, regimented, clearly marked path to get to that finish line of writing your book? I am so glad you asked. Here is how to write your book like a lawyer, part 3. In the last video, I gave an introduction of how writing a book is like building a court case for your client. As a lawyer, one of the first things that you do when managing a case is to gather facts for the case. The same way you gather facts as a lawyer to build your case for your client is the same way that you are going to need to gather facts to build your case as a writer. To know more about the first 2 steps of gathering facts in order to build your case as a writer, check out the links in the description below or up somewhere around there for the videos. After picking a book idea and deciding on a genre for your book, you are not done yet with fact gathering. Your next facts to gather: a plot for your book. What is a plot? If you have seen my previous videos, you will know that the dictionary is my friend. A plot is defined as the main event of a play, novel, movie, or similar work, devised and presented by the writer as an interrelated sequence. For instance, if you have followed the first 2 steps that I provided in my previous videos about gathering facts, you would now have picked a book idea for your book and you would have decided on the genre that you want for your book. Now let's get to the plot. Let's say you want to write a book about a teenager that is trying to fit in to a new school. What is the plot going to look like? Again, remember that the plot is a sequence of interrelated ideas. It's one idea following after another that leads us to a cohesive whole of what your story is going to be about. For your teenager's book, it's most likely going to be or fall under the young adult genre. The plot for that book is going to provide you with a guideline for that story that you are trying to write about this teenage girl trying to fit in at school. In the legal field, anything that has to do with gathering information for the story that you are building for your case, it's known as the general idea of the facts. As a lawyer, the general facts or ideas for your case acts as a boundary for how far you are going to take the subject of what you will be researching for your client. Now, I appreciate all pantsers out there who are probably saying at this time, what? You don't need to have a direction for your book. You don't need to know where it's going. Just write it and it will fall into place. Hopefully someplace good. I see what you're saying. I've been there myself. It sucks. As with all legal cases that have any real hope of winning, preparation is key. If you want a storyline that is organized and hopefully gives you less stress, having a plot is the way to go. As you are creating a plot for your story about a teenager that is trying to fit into a new school, for example, you will be researching into several things. You will probably conduct research about high schools, child psychology, subjects taught at school at certain grade levels, and so on. If your teenage protagonist is someone trying to stay away from bad friends, as an example, you will probably do some research for your plot about influences or bad influences in the teenage world or in the high school world. You see, you were able to pinpoint each one of these subject matters because you had a plot, a general direction for where you want to take that story. Now, I know that this probably sounds like preaching to the choir. You know all about writing plots. You know that you should have a plot for your book. But I'm just saying to make your stories come alive. All right. If you are still not convinced about plot building, about having general ideas of facts for your book, but instead you will see where the fates of writing will take you on this journey, may I ask that you do me one little favor? At least have an ending. Know how you want the story to end. Then you can pants around to your heart's delight till you get to that ending of the story. On the next video, we will take it a step further. We will talk about how lawyers use relevant and non-relevant facts to build their cases and how you can do the same to build your book. Till then, beautiful writers, bye.